Hi, welcome back. Today we are taking a look at Inventor, Tic-Tac-Toe, day number 5, where we're going to create the 2 large holes on top for the marble storage. When you're finished by today, you should have these 2 large holes that are on top. The reason they're so deep is because 5 marbles need to be stored into these holes. 5 white ones and 5 blue ones. In order to play the tic-tac-toe game, this is the storage holes. These are the holes that we play the game on. These are the holes that they get stored in. Okay, to begin, we're going to go got Inventor opened on our screen, on our computer. I also have next to my computer our multi-view drawing, or our blueprint, because we need to reference this for dimensions. In most of them, we've been referencing the front view, or the right side view. For these holes, which are in the top, we're going to be referencing the top view up here in the top. Okay, before we come back to our drawing to look at it for dimensions, let's get our Inventor open. Let's go up to the orange file in the top left-hand corner of the screen, go down to Open, and let's open our part file up. Once again, we need to be in your H drive, first initial, last name, 000. If this does not automatically populate for you, click on the pull-down menu here, and you're going to go down to second from the bottom usually, first initial, last name, 000, and select your tic-tac-toe game and click open. The last time we were together, you drew all 9 of these marble play area holes for when we play the tic-tac-toe game. Now we're going to create the storage holes on the top. Now let's take a look at that drawing. So on my drawing, I can see that in my top view there's going to be 2 holes that are up here, and they are going to be in from the face, 0.75. They're going to be in from the side, 1 inch, in from the side, 1 inch. And now we need to find out some more specifics about these holes. Okay, we need diameter. Remember, once again, this symbol is diameter. This symbol is depth. Okay, so we need to see both of those, and that's called out on this note right here. You can see that the arrowhead is pointing to one of the 2 circles, and it specifies that 2 holes, so that means only one arrow is pointing to the holes, but both holes are identical. They have a diameter of 0.75 and a depth of 3.25. Okay, so that's all the pertinent information we need in order to create this feature on our tic-tac-toe game, the marble storage holes. Back to Inventor. I'm going to take a 2D sketch. I'm going to place it on my top view of my part. Now, if you take a look over here by my world view cube, when I click on top, it's going to center it, and that's what we want. But do you see how my top is correct reading? It says capital T, capital O, capital P. Some of you, when you click the top to place that sketch on, yours may come in this way, where it's still fine, but if you take a look, your top is not located horizontal. It's not correct reading. In order to follow along a little carefully with us, if this happens to you, when you bring your cursor up by the world view cube, there are these rotation arrows that are up here, and we can take and you can click on the rotation arrow and rotate this around until that word top is correct reading. Okay, now let's go back to our circles. We want to have a diameter of 0.75, and it's going to be located in 0.75 from the front and 1 inch from each side. So let's go get our circles. Circle tool from the ribbon bar at the top. We're going to click, stretch out a circle. The diameter is going to be 0.75 that we read off of our blueprint. Press enter on the keyboard. And we're going to do the other one right away since we still have that circle tool with our cursor. Click, stretch out another circle. This one is also 0.75. And then enter on the keyboard. Now we need those locations from the side in and from the front in. Okay, see how I'm still holding on my circle tool though? I'm going to press the escape key on my keyboard in order to let go of it. and I'm going to get my dimension tool next. So we can see that it is 0.75 in from the front surface and 1 inch in from the side surfaces. With my dimension tool selected, highlighted blue, I'm going to click the right hand side of my part, and I'm going to click the center point of that first circle. Bring this dimension down. Remember, we want our dimension off of the part and in between the two arrowheads. We're going to change that dimension to 1 and press enter. Then I'm going to select the front surface. I know that this is the front surface because there are my grooves in there. I'm going to click the front surface line. When it turns red, click to select it. And the center point of that circle, when it turns red, click to select that as well. Click to place your dimension, and this dimension is 0.75. Green check mark or enter on your keyboard. Now let's place these two dimensions on the opposite hole. So let's click the left hand side of our part. When that line turns red, click it. And I'm going to click the center point of that circle. Bring this dimension down and off my part in between the two arrowheads. Click to place it. My dimension that I'm going to change this to is 1. See how that matches this one over here? And now I need the front face of my part and the center point of the circle. Bring this dimension off to the side, and I'm going to change this dimension to 0.75. And then green check mark or enter on the keyboard. Okay, that looks great. Press escape to let go of your dimension tool. We're going to green check mark, finish sketch. And now take a look at our drawing. So 0.75 was the diameter. We need a depth. Remember, that's this symbol here. Depth on this note is 3.25 inches right here. So that's how deep the holes go. We're going to click our extrude tool from the ribbon bar at the top. We're going to click both of our circles when they turn red. Okay, we can see that they're going into pegs rather than holes, so let's flip our direction. And I am going to change my dimension to 3.25. Okay, so once again, let's check that. We have our flip direction. Both holes are selected. We have our flip direction. We have 3.25 for our dimension. And we have cut. And then click OK. Great job. Finishing the 2 marble storage holes that are on the top of your part. We'll see you in the next video for some extra things that get added on when we sand. See you then.